match this week were off to Glasgow for the final Old Firm derby of the season. Celtic already champions and still desperate to give their fans even more to cheer about. Rangers have secured second place, but they will hope to end Celtic's 100% home record. Your match commentator is Jim Proudfoot.
With their lead positions guaranteed, some say that there's nothing to play for in this match. But they don't understand the passions of a unique fixture. When it comes to Celtic against Rangers, there's always something to play for. Celtic have Neil Lennon fit after a niggling knee injury, but there's not such good news about Jos Valgaeren, who has a hernia problem. Chris Sutton's also out, so it's Larsson and Hartson up front again. 59 goals between them this season, but only one of those came against Rangers. Rangers are without 6 regulars as they aim for their first win here since March 2000. Moore, Ferguson, Hughes, Codman and Arvelanci all miss out, and Neil McCann failed a fitness test this morning. But Rickson's back from suspension, and Latterby and Nerlinger played their Old Firm debuts. Even apart from these stirring local prides and passions, there's plenty on offer today. Celtic are going for 100 goals and 100 points. Victory this lunchtime will give them a 100% record at home over the course of the whole season. It's 18 out of 18 at the moment. They've never gotten the entire duration of a campaign without dropping a point at Parkhead. How Rangers would love to spoil that record in their 349th Old Firm derby. Fouled by Bob Malcolm, gives Celtic this free kick. Last one was the player brought down. It's Moravcik, who's playing his last Old Firm game today, who swings it in. Header away past Nerlinger, and Thompson whipped it in towards goal. Here's Rickson. Rangers on the back foot from the very first whistle. And Latterby brought down. No matter how much you prepare yourself for what one of these Old Firm games is going to be like as a player, you're always surprised when that first thumping challenge comes in. It was Moravcik, a mild-mannered guy, who clattered into Latterby. Free kick headed on, Boyd caught out of position, and Lovenkrands has scored! Inside the opening 2 minutes, Rangers take the lead at Celtic. What a story! Long ball play forward, headed on by Boyd. As he got caught out of position underneath the ball, and Lovenkrands' drive looped up over the hapless Mjällby. And Rangers lead at Celtic by a goal to nil inside 75 seconds. That helps it in, Hartson. Hartson yet to score in an Old Firm derby. Rangers concede a corner. Marusa scored an early opener at Livingston last week, and Rangers didn't hold on. They lost that game, but they've got the early lead again. Thompson take the corner. Good header away by Lorenzo Amoruso, and Latterby might be able to orchestrate a break now for Rangers. Kanchelskis making an intelligent run forward. That's a great ball through, chance for 2-0, and Lovenkrands hasn't been able to take it. Fantastic move, great pass by Latterby, and Kanchelskis held it up, waiting for the defenders to converge. Lovenkrands was onside, but missed. If it had been 2-0, it could well have been that elusive win at Parkhead. Alan Thompson pulling the strings for Celtic in the midfield at the moment. Here's Henrik Larsson. Good ball by him to find a gap. Hartson waits at the near post if he can get it across. And the last touch was off Arthur Newman. It was just his trailing leg that carried it over the line. Thompson's corner, attacked by Hartson, headed away by Ross. Kanchelskis can bring it clear again for Rangers. His career at Ibrox revitalised under Alex McLeish. And that's a sensational pass for Latterby. A chance for Latterby, inches away. Celtic with the majority of possession, but it's Rangers who are asking the questions. And on the counter-attack, they are looking awesome. Plenty of curl from Latterby. He couldn't join the long list of players who've scored on their Old Firm debuts. Good ball by Craney. And ball by Amoruso. And a free kick to Celtic. Larson heading it down. Amoruso possibly a little bit unlucky, but the decision was correct. Larson runs over it, Moravcik with the corner! And he just couldn't quite get it to dip quickly enough. Good strike by Moravcik. Kloss thought it was going in. Plenty of curl. Needed to see the infringement a couple of yards further out, really. With the throw. His compatriot Henrik Larsson. He's only scored one goal against Rangers this season, and that came from the penalty spot. Substitute Stilian Petrov, who's the only man to have scored in 2 of the games this season between these two. Moravcik heads it out for Hartson. Now a chance for Thompson, which he's taken, and it's 1-1. The Englishman pulls it round for Celtic. Another well-worked move by the boys. A deep cross from a gap. Moravcik peeled away. Hartson couldn't quite turn it towards goal, but he did find Thompson. Alan Thompson in the right place to prod home in predatory fashion. And Rangers made to pay for their missed chances. It's 1-1. Decent strike by Larson. Second cross. Plenty of time to judge the trajectory of it. Half-time whistle goes. Lovenkrantz's opener cancelled out by Alan Thompson. No surprise that both sides have scored. They continue their record of having scored in every league game they played in 2002. Feisty and entertaining. At the break, it's Celtic 1, Rangers 1. Celtic have won their last 3 games here against Rangers. The last time that Rangers won at Parkhead back in March of 2000, and the goal was scored by Rod Wallace, who's now plying his trade in the English Premiership with Bolton Wanderers. It was a very late winner that day, inside the last 5 minutes. There's always a fixture, as Alex McLeish knows, can provide the unexpected at any stage of the 90. Rangers on the attack at the beginning of this second half. Mjällby heading it away. Rickson doing battle with Moravcik, and Rickson furious that the free kick has gone against him. Dutchman with a tempestuous temper, Fernando Rickson, doing battle with Moravcik. Both of those players sent off in Old Firm derbies last year. And here's Stilian Petrov, the Bulgarian, who's scored in 2 of the 4 games between these two sides this season. And that's worrying for Paul Lambert. Amoruso gets it away. It's foul Hartson. You get the impression that referee Clark might just be losing a grip on proceedings. Well, only to caution 2 players up to this point. Celtic trying to get themselves ahead for the first time in the game. Five in the wall and 4 over the ball. Celtic trying to test Stefan Kloss, who has made the odd howler or 2 in Old Firm games in the past. It's Larsson, and it's a decent effort, but Kloss saves well. If anything, not quite enough power on it from Henrik Larsson. The trajectory was just right. Plenty of curl towards the top right-hand corner. A little bit central, perhaps. Kloss got his hands to it and saved at the second attempt. Petrov. Larsson beats Amoruso. This is promising for Celtic. Hartson in the centre, couldn't convert. Now Mjauby. Latpi tries to bring the ball away. Mjauby's done ever so well. A gap. As well to swing it in. And Moravcic should have scored. That attack taking place without Henrik Larsson off the pitch to the right of your picture because he was in an offside position. And Moravcic knows that had it been Larsson there, it would have been 2-1 to Celtic. Lennon. Alan Thompson. Chelski's trying to track back with him. Kloss misjudged that one as well. But he had Hartson in the centre. Thompson was trying to play it into his path, but almost worked better as a shot. Guppy finds his former Leicester teammate Lennon. Now Hartson. And balls it by Kanchelskis. The referee said no. It was a corner. Guppy was the player who was running in. Kanchelskis smuggled it away from him. Can Celtic win it in the closing moments? Hartson off the bar! Can he get there? The follow-up, Larsson's in there as well. And then Rikson's come across and has pushed Mjauby. And the tempers we should be afraid for a while have gone completely out of control. Neil Lennon getting involved. Mols is there. Hartson and Malcolm were squaring up to each other at one stage as well. And referee Kenny Clark has got some decisions to make. Wonderful effort from Hartson. Mjauby tried to follow up. Rikson really, but took exception to something that he'd seen. More Hartson has been sent off. And Rikson has been sent off. And so too has Johan Mjauby. 3 red cards. And for the second time in as many seasons, a game between Celtic and Rangers will end 10 against 9. Mjauby raised his fist. You can understand why Rikson should have been sent off. And Hartson was in there with the body lock on Robert Malcolm. When the League Cup semi-final last season, Moravcic, Reina and Mols all got sent off in a skirmish in the last moments of the game. Rikson got sent off here in a league match last February and is sent off again. And the referee brings an end to proceedings. Probably just as well that he has. But Celtic's 100% record here at Parkhead goes at the final hurdle. A psychological advantage for Rangers then perhaps ahead of the Scottish Cup final. Not a great game, but as always, plenty of talking points.